$30 billion. That's how much the cryptocurrency exchange FTX was once worth before it crumbled into nothing. This shocking story revolves around Sam Bankman-Fried, a man who built an empire of lies and deceit, becoming one of the most infamous figures in the world of crypto. From being hailed as a genius and savior of the industry to facing multiple criminal charges, Sam's rise and fall is a cautionary tale that exposes the dangers of blind trust in financial markets. Today, we are going to explore how Sam Bankman-Fried built and collapsed his $30 billion empire through deception, greed, and manipulation in the crypto world. Let's start. The rise of Sam Bankman-Fried. Sam Bankman-Fried, or SBF, became a symbol of success in the cryptocurrency world. At the age of 30, he was hailed as a genius, the Michael Jordan of crypto. His company, FTX, had gained massive traction and was worth over $30 billion. With a scruffy appearance and a seemingly humble lifestyle, Sam presented himself as an unlikely genius who just wanted to change the world for the better. His company was loved by celebrities, big-name investors, and even politicians. But what made him so appealing to the world? Sam was the CEO of FTX, and he made his fortune by promoting the idea that cryptocurrency was the future. His charm and clever marketing, combined with a series of high-profile endorsements, made him a household name. He was seen as someone who was not only wealthy but also altruistic, pledging to donate most of his fortune to charity. But was it all just a facade? Was Sam really the genius he claimed to be? The illusion of trust. To understand the story of Sam Bankman-Fried, we need to start with FTX itself. FTX was a cryptocurrency exchange, one of the largest in the world, where people could buy, sell, and trade digital currencies. But Sam's rise to fame didn't come without its own set of red flags. How did a company founded in 2019 rise to such prominence so quickly? The truth behind FTX was more complex and sinister than it appeared. FTX gained fame by offering lower fees and more accessible options than its competitors. Sam's marketing strategy was impeccable, positioning FTX as a safe, trustworthy platform to invest in. Celebrities like Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen, and even popular figures like Larry David, endorsed the platform. It became synonymous with success, but behind the glitzy endorsements and flashy advertisements, something much darker was taking place. The crash of FTX, a web of lies. As with many frauds, things began to unravel slowly. By the fall of 2022, Sam Bankman-Fried, once crypto's golden boy, was arrested on charges of fraud, and FTX filed for bankruptcy. How did this happen? How did a company worth $32 billion crash so quickly? The collapse of FTX is a tale of mismanagement, greed, and deceit. It all began with the discovery of the relationship between FTX and its sister company, Alameda Research. Alameda, a trading firm owned by Sam's close associates, had direct access to FTX customer funds. Instead of keeping these funds safe, FTX used them for risky investments, gambling on the very crypto markets that they were supposed to be protecting. Alameda's involvement in FTX's downfall wasn't just a minor conflict of interest. It was the foundation of the disaster. Sam Bankman-Fried's actions fueled the destruction of both companies, and as the value of cryptocurrencies dropped, Alameda couldn't pay back its loans, and FTX had to step in. Sam Bankman-Fried, rather than admitting his mistakes, continued to hide the truth from his investors and customers. When news of this came to light, a panic set in, and people rushed to withdraw their money from FTX. It was too late. The company couldn't cover the withdrawals, and soon, the once mighty FTX was worth nothing. The aftermath, how the fraud was uncovered. After FTX's collapse, investigations began to reveal the extent of the fraud. Documents showed that Sam Bankman-Fried had been using customer funds to finance his lavish lifestyle and risky business ventures. Millions of dollars were spent on real estate in the Bahamas, while FTX customers' money was mishandled. This wasn't just poor management, it was outright theft. Sam's empire crumbled not because of bad luck or market conditions, but because of sheer negligence and greed. And what was perhaps even more shocking was the fact that Sam had managed to fool so many people for so long. From celebrities to large investors, No one questioned the legitimacy of FTX until it was too late. FTX's quick rise and equally rapid fall are not just a story of business failure, but a lesson in how easily trust can be manipulated, especially in an industry as volatile as cryptocurrency. Sam was able to fool some of the smartest and wealthiest investors by leveraging his image as a humble and altruistic tech genius. But it wasn't just about the fraud. It was about how such a large-scale deception was allowed to continue unchecked for so long. Sam's betrayal, the real cost. The true victims of the FTX collapse weren't the wealthy investors who lost millions. They were the everyday people who trusted FTX with their life savings. Many of them were regular folks who believed in the idea of cryptocurrency and were promised huge returns. They didn't have millions to fall back on, and now they had nothing. One of the most disturbing aspects of the FTX story is how Sam's actions affected the lives of ordinary people. Some were left with nothing after investing their savings into FTX. What had once seemed like a safe investment was now a distant memory. The damage wasn't just financial, it was emotional and psychological. How could so many people be deceived by someone they believed was a hero? The lies behind the image. Sam Bankman-Fried's image as a humble genius was carefully crafted. He often presented himself as someone who was not interested in wealth or luxury, wearing simple clothes and living in a shared apartment in the Bahamas. But behind this facade, Sam was living a life of extravagance, using customer funds to finance his personal desires. The truth was that Sam was far from the altruistic figure he portrayed. He built his empire on lies and deception, using the trust of his customers and investors to fuel his own greed. The downfall of FTX was not just the result of poor management, but of a systematic effort to hide the truth and mislead the public. What makes this story even more tragic is that Sam Bankman-Fried's manipulative behavior wasn't just limited to financial dealings. It extended to the people closest to him, including his team. He controlled them by feeding them his image of an altruistic genius, while behind the scenes he was running one of the most elaborate financial frauds in history. The legal fallout. Will Sam face justice? Following the bankruptcy of FTX, legal proceedings began, and Sam Bankman-Fried was arrested in December 2022. He faced multiple charges, including fraud, money laundering, and violations of campaign finance laws. But what will happen to him? Will he be convicted, or will he find a way to escape the consequences of his actions? As of now, Sam is facing serious legal challenges, with being sentenced to 25 years in prison. But no matter what happens to Sam, the damage caused by his actions will last for years to come. The end of FTX, a cautionary tale. The collapse of FTX serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of blind trust in high-flying businesses. It shows how easily a person can manipulate their image and fool the public into believing they are something they are not. Sam Bankman-Fried may have been a genius, but his genius was in deception and manipulation, not in building a successful company. This story is far from over, and the world is still trying to make sense of how such a massive fraud could have occurred. But one thing is clear: Sam Bankman-Fried's life was a story of incredible wealth, immense power, and tragic violence. Was it all worth it? Could he have used his resources for something greater? Or was his obsession with control the only thing that mattered to him? What do you think about Sam Bankman-Fried's story? Was he a genius who got caught up in his own lies? Or was he always just a fraud? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this story interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories from the world of business and finance.